Hi, I'm Kristal Hart. We are at the Barclays Center here in Brooklyn, New York. This is the weigh-in. This is the Xander Zayas versus Jerome Boots Ennis card. We also have on it Emiliano Vargas going up against Bryce Mills, Ben Whittaker going up against Richard Popeye Rivera, and now the weigh-in.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is such an absolute pleasure to welcome everybody here today to the home of the Brooklyn Nets, Barclays Center, in the beautiful borough of Brooklyn, New York, USA. We are live on DAZN for the official weigh-in for our big night of World Championship Professional Boxing. And it's all being brought to you courtesy of Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing in association with Top Rank Incorporated. We're sponsored on the night by RainBet, Riyadh Season, and OnlyFans. And of course, all the action go out live around the world exclusively on the global home of boxing, DAZN. Ladies and gentlemen, what a fight card we have got. 7 fights in total. We got 4 title fights. And at the top of the bill, it's 2 undefeated fighters vie for supremacy at 154 pounds. We got Xander Zayas and Jaron Ennis. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's go ahead and bring the fighters up to the stage so they can face the scale and face each other. Our first contest, 8 rounds, welterweights, now making his way to the stage. Professional record, 7 victories, 1 defeat. He's got 3 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, they call him the Thoroughbred. Ladies and gentlemen, Jerome Baxter. Baxter. And his opponent now making his way to the stage. He is undefeated in his campaign as a professional with a record of 6 victories, no defeats, all 6 wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of our nation's capital, the District of Columbia. Please welcome Quincey Williams. Now to the scale, Jerome Thoroughbred Baxter. $150 for Jerome Thoroughbred Baxter, 150 pounds. Now making his way to the scale, Quincey Williams. $150.6 for the fighter, undefeated from our nation's capital, Quincey Williams. Fighters face each other. I'm not the current type. I'm all about my pipe. That's me with all them bottles. You know your a sucker, but I can make him swallow, cause he know they go to be fat. Oh, but my wallet fell. I get that bread first, then get that head after he fled out. This box just united, drank a smoke and pour it in light. Quincey Williams versus Jerome Baxter, 8 rounds, welterweights, Matchroom Boxing in association with Top Rank Incorporated, live on DAZN from Brooklyn, New York, USA.
Put your money up or stay down. I'm in my zone balling. That's a touchdown.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the action continues with an 8-round super bantamweight contest. Matchroom Boxing in association with Top Rank Incorporated, Boots Promotions, and Universal Promotions. Now making his way to the stage, professional record, 12 victories, 11 defeats, 3 draws with 5 wins coming by way of knockout. Peleando desde Juana Díaz, Puerto Rico, Edwin Puto Rodriguez. And his opponent now making his way to the stage. He is undefeated in this campaign as a professional with a record of 10 victories, no defeats, 6 wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Ladies and gentlemen, Ennis Thompson.
She don't tell me no when I'm touching on her. H-Town, love her.
Now to the scale, Edwin Rodriguez.
Grip on you. Y'all think I nothing to say, or what you gonna say about her? Y'all know I pull up a spray, or I don't play about her. Y'all know I'm finna go late, yeah, I'm gonna stay around her. Call me Cash.
121.4 for Edwin Puto Rodriguez. 121.4.
I wanna get it, yeah, I wanna get it.
Now to the scale, the undefeated Dennis Thompson.
Driving with the Sprite with the mother. I've been going crazy, spraying cash with my crowd.
Dennis Thompson scales 120.8. 120.8 for Dennis Thompson. Fighters face each other.
Oh, my baby girl, she a keeper. Oh, my baby girl, she a tweaker. I'm out of control when I'm crushing on you. She don't tell me no when I'm touching on her. H-Town, love her, with her. Baby, come here, I'm a grip on you. Y'all think I nothing to say, or what you gonna say about her?
Dennis Thompson, Edwin Rodriguez, 8-round super bantamweights matchroom boxing in association with Top Rank Incorporated, Boots Promotions, and Universal Promotions. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the weigh-in continues with a 6-round super flyweight attraction. Making his way to the stage at this time, his professional record, 6 victories, 2 defeats. He fights out of Madrid, Spain. Please welcome Alberto Moto.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Free man, turn shit up again. Whatever gonna take, get a liberal as you can.
And his opponent now making his way to the stage. He is undefeated in this campaign as a professional with a record of 5 victories, no defeats, 2 wins coming by way of knockout. Peleando desde Caguas, Puerto Rico, Juanma, Juanmita Lopez. Fighters, face the scale. Let's go. Albert Motos. 113.8 for Motos, 113.8. And now making his way to the stage, Juanma, Juanmita Lopez. 114 pounds for Juanma, Juanmita Lopez. 114. Fighters face each other. Lopez versus Motos, 6-round super flyweights, natural boxing in association with Top Rank Incorporated. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to weigh in the first of our 4 title fights as Mr. Eddie Hearn from Matchroom Boxing, in association with Top Rank Incorporated, Box Lab, and King's Promotions, are proud to present 10 rounds for the WBC USA, the IBF North American, and the WBO NABO Middleweight Championship. Now making his way to the stage, he is undefeated in his campaign as a professional with a record of 14 victories, no defeats, 1 draw, 12 of his 14 wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of La Romana, República Dominicana. Please welcome Euri, La Bazooka Cedeno. Cedeno. And his opponent now making his way to the stage. Professional record 16 victories, 1 defeat, 1 draw, with 7 wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of Deer Park, New York, and represents Brooklyn. Ladies and gentlemen, Jahi Tucker. Tucker. Now making his way to the stage, La Bazooka, Euri Cedeno. 158.8 for Euri Cedeno, 158.8. And now making his way to the stage, the Jahi Tucker.
She wanted it to try. Okay, I'm finna. Okay, she had enough.
159.8 for Jahi Tucker, 159.8. Fighters face each other. Jahi Tucker versus Euri Cedeno. 10 rounds for the WBC USA, the IBF North American, the WBO NABO Middleweight Championship, Matchroom Boxing, in association with Top Rank Incorporated, Box Lab, and King's Promotions.
Well, Euri, big smile on your face at that weigh-in. How are you feeling 24 hours out?
Euri, la sonrisa grande, ¿cómo te sientes 24 horas antes de la pelea?
Bien, 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 fuerte, para darle un show bonito a todos mis dominicanos, a todos mis latinos que están por ahí. Espérense un nuevo campeón dominicano.
I feel great. I feel strong, ready to put on a show for my Dominicans and my Mexican fans, everyone out there. You forgot the Puerto Ricans. And yeah, he's happy about tonight.
You guys nearly came to blows yesterday at the press conference. What in your mind happens tomorrow night?
Ya merito peleaban antes de la pelea. ¿Cómo ves mañana? ¿Cómo ves mañana la pelea?
Se muere, se muere.
Oh, he's gonna die.
No hay way.
He's gonna die. There's no way. There's no way.
Appreciate it. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Yeah, back. Well, Jahi, a little bit of drama this morning. A couple hours late for the scheduled weigh-in. How are you feeling going into this fight?
I feel amazing, you feel me? You know, sometimes you don't work on your time, you work on God's time. So, like, that's kind of what happened, you feel me? But, yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait for tomorrow. I'm going to destroy him. He's talking all that murder stuff. He never seen a murder in his life. You feel me? So, we're going to show him one.
You said you are the best middleweight in the world. All you need is a world title to validate that. This would take you a step closer. What are you trying to show tomorrow night?
You know, I could show you better than I could tell you. You feel me? You know, I'm the one, and it's time to show that. That's all.
Good luck, Jahi.
Appreciate it.
Get ready to shake it.
I went deaf with the Knicks. Ever since you left me, more wins, more plays, more dunks, more hate. Ever since you left me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this weigh-in continues right here as Mr. Eddie Hearn from Matchroom Boxing, in association with Top Rank Incorporated and Star Boxing, are proud to present 10 rounds for the WBC Silver Light Heavyweight Championship. Now making his way to the stage, professional record 27 victories, 2 defeats. He's got 20 big wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Hartford, Connecticut, ladies and gentlemen, Richard Popeye the Sailor Man Rivera.
On Taylor, Don Big Bell.
Rivera.
Freak was all I know. Yeah, all I do. Bad. Oh, I'm more. Birkin bags, yeah, all I bought.
These chicks is all I know. Push biscuit, all that dope.
And his opponent now making his way to the stage. He is undefeated in his campaign as a professional with a record of 11 victories, no defeats, 1 draw with 8 of his 11 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 2020 Olympic silver medalist and the reigning, defending, undefeated WBC silver light heavyweight champion, the Surgeon, Ben Whittaker. Whittaker.
You dip, I dip, we dip like.
Now to the scale, Popeye the Sailor Man, Richard Rivera.
You dip, I dip, we dip like. Look. Pop out. Everybody love when I pop out. Watch out. Someone in the party with a Glock out. Said he on court with the rock now. I was on tour, so I'm up now.
173.8 for Richard Rivera. 173.8.
On the flow. Every day
And now to the scale, one of the hottest prospects in professional boxing, the undefeated Surgeon Ben Whittaker.
Sudden I'm rich. Never who could do it like this so quick. You dip, I dip, we dip like. You dip, I dip, we dip like.
174.4 for Ben Whittaker. 174.4.
You dip, I dip, we dip.
Fighters
like. Dip,
face
dip,
each other.
Like. You dip, I dip, we like.
Trim, I can never be one of them. Right now, turned up with my twin. It's calling my phone again. Well, fat, this kitty, wet. Pretty in the face, yes. I'm too clumsy, y'all drop me a check. I'm the queen, what the hell you expect? That bend over, touch toe, throw that wham. Throw that wham, throw that wham. Ooh, bend over, touch toe, throw that wham. Let me see, throw that shit all around. She dip, I dip, we dip like. Ooh, she dip, I dip, we dip like. We dip like, we dip like. I need all my ladies to dip.
You dip, I dip, we dip like. You dip, I dip.
Ben Whittaker, Richard Rivera. 10 rounds for the WBC Silver Light Heavyweight Championship. Matchroom Boxing in association with Top Rank Incorporated and Star Boxing. Live on the Zone from Brooklyn, New York, USA.
Friday. Get the fuck up. We're going to high. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Well, Richard, you got a tough opponent in front of you, one of the best prospects in all of boxing. How are you feeling going into this fight?
Honestly, I'm blessed to be here. I mean, I feel like I already won.
Why do you feel that?
I mean, I'm living my dream. I'm really here doing what I've been doing since I was a child, and it is finally paying off, man. I'm blessed. I'm overwhelmed with joy.
You've said that you're unimpressed by Ben Whittaker. You've been off and out of the ring for about 1.5 years now. What do you have to do to win this fight?
I mean, what I'm going to do is what I'm going to do. I'll just leave it as that.
Good luck, Richard.
Thank you so much.
All right, Ben, you had a long look at Richard there right as that face-off wrapped up. Your first time fighting here in the U.S. How are you feeling going into this fight?
I feel good, man. What's good, Brooklyn? Thanks for pulling up, man. Joe Biz, you saw him then. Hey, man, he don't believe it himself. He brought that pipe again. I told him about it yesterday. He calls himself Popeye. He's more like olive oil, man. Tomorrow it's word time. I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And you're going to see why I'm so special tomorrow night.
You've been on a knockout run as of late, picking up 3 straight, some early knockouts as well. Is that how you see this fight ending?
Yeah, I just feel like I'm better in every department. Whatever he wants to do, I can do better. And tomorrow, you're going to see why I'm most talked about.
Good luck, Ben.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to weigh in the chief support of the evening as we go 10 rounds for the WBC USA Silver and the NABF Junior and WBO Latino Super Lightweight Championships. Now making his way to the stage, his professional record, 22 victories, 1 defeat. He has 9 wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of Syracuse, New York. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the reigning and defending WBC USA Silver Super Lightweight Champion, Bryce Mills.
Got the world in the hands.
And his opponent now making his way to the stage. He is undefeated in his campaign as a professional with a record of 17 victories, no defeats, 14 of his 17 wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the reigning, defending, and undefeated NABF Junior and WBO Latino Super Lightweight Champion, El General Emiliano Fernando Vargas. Fighters, face the scales. $139 Bryce Mills. Bryce Mills, 139 pounds. And out of the scale, the undefeated El General Emiliano Fernando Vargas. 138.6 for Emiliano Vargas, 138.6. Fighters face each other.
Salimos de la disco y estaba de día. Obviamente salí con la que quería. Ey, que viva la putería. Dale pa' atrás, tan chulería. Ey, dime si te vas a montar. A la isla tengo el portal. Bien borrachos los tres. Baby, a la cama la voy a llevar. Oh, me quiere besar. Yo que la puse mal. Tírate botita ahora porque ahorita.
El General Emiliano Fernando Vargas, Bryce Mills, 10 rounds for the WBC USA Silver, the NABF Junior, and the WBO Latino Super Lightweight Championship. Matchroom Boxing in association with Top Rank Incorporated, live on DAZN from Brooklyn, New York, USA.
All right, Bryce, 16 straight wins for you coming into this fight, but this is your biggest test to date. You have been calling for this exact fight against that exact opponent. What do you have to do to beat him?
Hard work is already done. The fight is won in the training camp. Tomorrow we go out and it's a celebration. We get that big W and yeah, we have some fun.
You know, what is the difference in you over these last 16 fights? All wins, many of them by knockout.
Mindset, patience, and a whole lot of development. I have the best team around me, and my coaches have made me into the fighter I am today.
How do you see this fight playing out?
I'm gonna have my way from the start. I'm gonna be in command, and when I get in there, it's my fight.
Good luck, Bryce.
Thank you.
Brooklyn at, where 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 Brooklyn at.
All right, Emiliano, you had a big smile on your face. You were listening to Bryce talk there. What do you think how this fight's going to play out?
I'm excited. This is going to show the world that I'm ready for my world title. At the end of the day, Bryce Mills is in the way of my world title, and I got to stomp on him. So I'm grateful to all the beautiful fans here. Gracias por todo el apoyo y a toda mi raza. ¡Que viva México, cabrones!
Let me ask you one more here. He sounds pretty confident coming in. He believes he has the power to hurt you, the power to stop you. What do you see when you look at him?
I mean, come to me and get your ass kicked. You know, I'm excited about it. you know, he's going to make all the mistakes for me, and I can't wait to shine. Let's go, baby. Puro Team Vargas.
Good luck.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what an absolute pleasure it is to welcome everybody here today to the corner of Atlantic and Flatbush. We're here at the home of the Brooklyn Nets, the Barclays Center, in the beautiful borough of Brooklyn, New York, USA, for the official weigh-in for our big night of World Championship Professional Boxing taking place here tomorrow night. And it's now time to weigh in the main event of the evening. As Mr. Eddie Hearn from Matchroom Boxing, in association with Top Rank Incorporated and Boots Promotions, are proud to present 12 rounds of boxing for the unified WBA and WBO Super Welterweight Championship of the world. Now making his way to the stage, please welcome the challenger for tomorrow night. His professional record, perfect. 35 fights, 35 victories, with 31 of his 35 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the undefeated former unified welterweight champion of the world, fighting out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, USA, Jaron Boots Ennis.
So we ain't gonna rumble. You get some money, they love you as soon as you lose it. Don't want you, please. Do the money got way more humble. 10 to a 20, I'm making it double. A 10 on your homie, I think he in trouble. Bro, see me make like 10 M's and he ain't get one cause he ain't wanna hustle. I almost put a bird on.
And his opponent now making his way to the stage. He is the defending unified world champion. He is also undefeated in his campaign as a professional with a record of 23-0, 13 knockouts. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the reigning, defending, undefeated, and unified WBA and WBO Super Welterweight Champion of the world de San Juan, Puerto Rico, Xander Zayas. Now to the scale, the challenger for tomorrow night, Jaron Boots Ennis. 153 pounds for Jaron Boots Ennis, 153 pounds. And now to the scale, the defending unified world champion, Xander Zayas. 153.8 for Xander Zayas, 153.8 pounds. Fighters face each other.
Mr. W, soy el vaquero del área calle de donde la cultura es dura y el joseo es everyday. En los 90 los envidiosos no daban break, ahora comandamos la brea de PR hasta ley. En la tarima, baby, nunca fallo, ni con el combo en el barrio jugando gallo. Yo vengo de la tierra de Clemente y Tito Trinidad, donde rompemos la puerta si hay una oportunidad. No me junto con chismosos, cero negatividad, como mi vieja decía, pronto se te dará. Joseando por los estudios de Carola y Bayamón, ahora no pago factura, ya no me bajo de un avión.
Pronto llegará el día de mi suerte, te lo juro por mi gente, te juro que un día llegará. And we won't stop, we always knew we make it, even though you play a hate, we still made it to the top.
Xander Zayas, Jaron Boots Ennis, 12 rounds, for the unified WBA and WBO Super Welterweight Championship of the World, Matchroom Boxing in association with Top Rank Incorporated and Boots Promotions, live on DAZN from Brooklyn, New York, USA.
Ni me molesto si mis perros viajan más que ellos. Siempre he sido estrella, pero no me estrello. Todo lo que yo tiro se vende como yello. 100% como Big Pong. Estoy jugando ajedrez, se quedaron en ping pong. Ni que estoy comiendo bien, mírame, estoy pipón. Amarra tu shorty que está suelta como Pippen. Laisa, en un Macao yo soy como Messi en Paisa. Otro gol.
All right, Boots. It's been a minute since we've seen you introduced as the challenger here, but you're going for 2 world titles tomorrow night, 24 hours out. What's the feeling right now?
Yes. And it's that time. I'm feeling tremendous. I'm feeling great. Ready to put on a beautiful show. And tomorrow night, you will hear the words in the new. Yeah.
154 pounds seems to agree with you. You've been walking around with a big smile all week, but that's a big man you're going to have in front of you on Saturday. What's going to be the key to knocking him off?
Listen to my team, do whatever I want, have fun, put on a beautiful show, be patient. The knockout going to come. Just take my time, have fun, and be smart.
He has said this week that you don't know what's coming when it comes to what he's going to bring to the table. What does he have coming with you?
I don't know what he think, whatever he thinks, saying this and saying that. I got so many different styles, bro. He don't know how I'm gonna come. What boots did he prepare for? You feel me? So yeah, we're gonna see Saturday night though, for sure.
A lot of Puerto Ricans here outside the Barclays Center. Probably be a lot of Puerto Ricans inside the Barclays Center on Saturday. Might be a hostile crowd for you there. How do you feel about that kind of environment?
Don't matter to me. it could be 90% his squad or whatever. It don't matter. They after Saturday night, they're gonna be rooting for me for sure.
Good luck, Boots.
In the new.
All right, Xander, you've got your crowd here behind you. Probably have your crowd in the building on Saturday. You picked up 2 titles in your last 2 fights, but no question, this is the biggest fight of your career. How are you feeling right now?
Chris, como siempre, primero en español para toda mi gente boricua que se dio cita hoy, que se va a dar cita mañana. Gracias por siempre estar, por representar. Mañana haremos historia una vez más. Man, I feel amazing. I'm happy. I'm good. I'm having fun. And tomorrow night, you guys will hear and still. That's all that matters.
This man has said all week that he is levels better than you, that there's nothing you do better than him, and the odds makers have made him the challenger a pretty big favorite. What are they underestimating about you?
I will show tomorrow why the 23-year-old is a unified world champion. There's a reason for this. I got 2 belts, I earned them, I worked my way towards them, and I'm gonna keep them tomorrow night.
Like I said, you've got a lot of fans here, be a lot of fans in the building. What kind of show are you gonna put on for them?
I'm gonna put the best show of my life. I'm gonna show what I've been working on. It's gonna be a new version of me, and man, something that people haven't seen yet. I'm excited.
Good luck, Xander.
Thank you.
Como si fuera de antes. Mami, bailame adelante un besito, robarte bien rico, rozarte. Las baby mueven el cuy, si se me ponen pum, me las llevo pa' Cancún. Estás escuchando el hotel momento. Estamos en la esquina, parece que estamos en el centro. Las baby mueven el cuy, llegamos a la disco y se nos montan en el baúl. Estás escuchando el hotel momento. Tú has visto con cuánto entro.
Mi 27 bandeo, yo no fallo una bala desde lejos, el piso 30 no los veo, ando sorpresa, yo soy santo en el trineo. Me la chingo y después beben.
All right, Eddie. Been a while. Finally here. You got to this point. Boots Ennis, Xander Zayas, unified championship. You've been excited all week long. How are you feeling now that it's almost here?
I can't wait. You know, just over 24 hours to go. Two fantastic champions, two fantastic pros, two guys that are chasing legacy, 58-0 between them. I mean, you know how I feel about Boots Ennis. You know how I feel about the performance he's about to give, but this is a real champion in Xander Zayas, 23 years of age, huge support. The atmosphere in the Barclays tomorrow night will be incredible. A lot coming from Philly, many from Puerto Rico. This is what the sport's all about. The best feed the best, undefeated fighters putting their belts and their legacy on the line.
You mentioned the atmosphere. There will be some people from Philly, but I think there might be more from Puerto Rico based on this crowd that we're seeing here this afternoon. Enemy territory, perhaps, for Boots Ennis. You think he'll thrive in that type of environment?
The special ones do. You know, the ones that aren't special may crumble under that pressure. The ones that are, it lifts them to produce an even better performance. And you will see that crowd will slowly be silenced as the minutes tick by tomorrow night. But listen, the atmosphere is going to be great. He's a proud man. But you will see, as I said yesterday, the pound-for-pound #1 of the sport emerging in Jerome Boots Ennis to capture these two championships on what is a fantastic card. Top to bottom, an incredible night of boxing as DAZN put on what is, as I said, the fight of the year.
Boots has said he's going to be in and out like a robber. He's predicting a knockout. What are you predicting?
As I said, there's a lot of special fighters in the sport, but none that actually go in like Boots to destroy instantly from that first bell. Jerome Ennis has one thing on his mind, and that's to get Xander Zayas out of there by knockout and to show the world how great he is and to show the world that he's not just a great fighter, that he's one of the most entertaining fighters on the planet. So this fight's going to catch fire real quick. In the cauldron of that atmosphere, as you said, Philadelphia and Puerto Rico, this is going to be a wild night, a wild fight. There'll be no Tom and Jerry. This will be, as I said, pure entertainment for the fight of the year.
All right, Eddie's ready. I'm ready. This crowd is ready. They'll be in the building tomorrow here at the Barclays Center and live exclusively on DAZN.
And I'm Kristal Hart reporting from the Barclays Center here in Brooklyn, New York. Hope you've enjoyed this show. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the fights.